BK, big business, we linked up in the UK with them outlaws, no limit forever, and we mash hard, and we stay out the cheddar.
Hey yo, you already know what time it is. This your boy M. Nell, Merciless, the one and only. You know I'm always tuned in, every day, all day. You already know who I'm rocking with, that ain't a question or a doubt. I'm rocking with my fucking boy, live from the UK, FONZi NeuTRON, Right.
So who are some of your favorite artists? I know you be heavy on the No Limit. Was it like you a heavy No Limit fan? We had to be, obviously, but who are some of your favorite artists?
Are you talking about hip hop or what, or just in general? Because I mean, if we talk, the crazy thing, before hip hop, I was, before being a big No Limit fan, I was listening to mainly East Coast artists. I was listening to some of the West, but I had older people around me that, for the most part, they was giving me stuff that was, it was East Coast artists. It was, your Def Squads, your Wu-Tangs, your Boot Camp Clips, Buckshots, OGC, Mobb Deep, the whole East really Gangstar, Guru, all of them. And then it was like, in the mid-90s period, even out here in the UK, the streets, the streets always talk, and the streets was playing a lot of No Limit. And, even through those kind of affiliations and stuff, I first kind of got introduced to P. And then when I first heard P himself, I wasn't really the biggest fan because, I grew up on hearing all that lyrical, especially the East Coast sort of stuff. So it was like, I had to kind of really listen to what he was saying, because at first hearing, I was like, I ain't really, to say what direction is this coming from, you know what I mean? And then after that, No Limit became like my wider clip to really listen to, even though I still listen to like, your Luxes, your Nas, and some of the West Coast guys and other Southern artists and stuff. But No Limit became like my go-to clip then in that period, probably because they had so much artists as well. And I found that the diversity of the talent pool, even though people say now, which I think is a misconception, where they say, No Limit didn't have that much talented artists besides the main roster. But I feel as though there was a lot of talent. Everybody was talented in their own way. And, even to mention the Jamaican and Caribbean culture, I think it was like No Limit had that kind of, to me, they had that element of like, where everybody sounded different. Everybody brought something to the mix. It reminded me of like that Yard Vibe and Flex,
Yeah, that's an interesting point because New Orleans is kind of different from the rest of the United States. It got that Creole kind of Caribbean vibe to it. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, that's like where music started for Black people in America. Not started, but kind of kicked off in terms of blues and jazz. So really, New Orleans always had the best of the best. But with hip hop, it just came later and took a lot of people by surprise. But look at Louis Armstrong and all them cats, Cab Calloway. They've been good at the music for real, especially the beats and the instruments parts. But they got some lyricists too. You got Mac, you got Wayne, you got Mystical, you got a lot of Jay Electronica. You got a lot of lyrical cats coming up out of New Orleans. Have you been down there?
Oh yeah. I've been out a few times. It's like, as you said, even just been to the House of Blues, all that sort of stuff as well. Feeling the as you said, the traditional soulful vibe and stuff that's just there, and it kind of reminded me of being out in the Caribbean to an extent, because I see so much brothers with dreads and rocking the red, gold, and green and different sort of things, and it was like, it was just kind of crazy. And I remember once I was, I think I was in Mid-City or somewhere I was at, and I got to like get some breakfast. I was in like a McDonald's or something like that, and this woman comes in and she's telling a story to somebody else in the shop about how her daughter got killed, like about some, she was married to or seeing some guy or yada yada yada. I don't mean to make light. I'm saying yada 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 now. I'm just going through the story, but nonetheless, she told the story of how her daughter got killed, and she telling somebody in the store, and I'm kind of there and I'm listening. It's kind of hard not to hear it. And then I remember as I'm leaving, I kind of stopped her for a minute, and we had a brief kind of conversation. I just said to her, I kind of overheard your story and just, was like, kind of put her over and how strong she was. Because I said, I'm visiting. I said, you people here, I said, I can tell you've been through so much, but the strength and the spirit here is so strong. And, we had a little moment, gave her a little hug, and I left and stuff. So I just wanted to say that because the people, I feel they've been through so much, and some know, even with the hurricanes and other things and just different things that happen. But, the strength and the spirit, and there's a lot of love there. And that's what she said to me. She said, we've been through so much, but we love each other, So I just wanted to say that.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I appreciate you sharing that. But yeah, man, them some strong people. They done been through a lot, still going through a lot. But yeah, I was a No Limit head back in the day. I used to get the Source and the Vibe and the Double XL. I used to get it sent to my house. I had a subscription. It was like,
Okay.
you buy it at the store, it'd be like $3. But if you buy the subscription, it was like $1 per issue or something. They'd mail it out. So No Limit, they had all them albums coming out. Like it'd be Mystical, Mac, Fiend, Soldier Slim. And I cut them out, each one. And I put it like at the top of my wall. I had the whole No Limit catalog going all the way around. I was a No Limit soldier for real. I used to be buying all them CDs.
Yeah, I mean, I respect that. And even going back to those days, I do remember having, certain posters and pictures of more. I could probably dig up some old pictures, and when you see my old bedroom wall, that's where you're going to see, pictures around and stuff. And, I mean, that's the thing, like, even on the No Limit, it was like, as you know, No Limit still my clique to this day. And that's one thing I've been personally, proud of, the fact that I was able to grow up steady, so influenced by and not just from the music, but from the business moves and stuff that was making. And when I really grew into the understanding a bit more of Master P, even at the time when I started watching his moves, I was like, I really respect what this brother's doing, independent, black-owned label, kind of putting things together and stuff like that. So the unity and the kind of the representation of No Limit at the time, to me, was just like such a strong, powerful, black family and clique. So I was, definitely 10 toes in, all the movies I was picking up where we could get them. Out here in the UK, we used to have to pay like probably £20 a CD, which those days would have been like 20, maybe, 20 something dollars. And that would be like an import, because they would have to import them in every week. So every week, we'll be going to the store. I just spent, mad money on No Limit, for the albums, to the clothes, to the DVDs, everything else. But it's all love.
Let them know who lead the charge. They can run, but really won't get too far. Check your drill figures repertoire. Set pace like Escobar. Ghetto superstar. Woo-ha, they all in check. 960 degrees, all foes to rest. You guess, the Cosmic King is back popping. Number one in the streets, the flow stunting. Swears traction. I'm here now.
Join us on the line, BoutTheOnline.com, for the hottest UK, US flavor. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be updated on new drops and content.